You get 7, maybe 8 hours of sleep. You're not up partying all night or pulling all-nighters, but you still wake up tired and you drag throughout the day. No amount of coffee fixes it, and you go to bed exhausted, only to wake up the exact same way. And it's frustrating because you're technically doing everything right. This isn't poor sleep hygiene or bad luck. This is what happens when your nervous system never actually shuts off. You're sleeping, but your body's still in defense mode. If you've been stuck in this pattern for a while, this video is for you. Anxiety doesn't just ruin your day, it hijacks your nights as well. Because rest isn't just about being unconscious. It's about whether your system feels safe enough to recover. My goal is to help high-achieving professionals relieve their stress, anxiety, overthinking, and burnout using practical strategies and techniques from our M3 method so they can enjoy their success without sacrificing their well-being. Your nervous system has 2 basic settings: safety or survival. And when your default is survival mode, even if you're physically sleeping, your body isn't actually recovering. It's bracing, guarding, running background checks on imaginary threats. It becomes a silent cycle. Your conscious mind checks out, but your body keeps checking in. Your muscles stay tight, your breath stays shallow, and your system stays wired. And it's because it's happening behind the scenes, most people don't even realize it's anxiety related. You may look calm on the outside, but internally, your system is revving like an engine that never downshifts. You finish work, lie down, and think you're resting, but your nervous system is still halfway through your inbox. So even when you go to bed at a reasonable hour, you're not dropping into deep, restorative sleep. You're tossing, turning, tensing your muscles, grinding your teeth. Your mind might be quiet, but your body's holding on for dear life. And the result? You wake up already depleted. The sleep you just got, it didn't touch the exhaustion underneath. In this video, we're going to break down why you still feel tired even when you technically got enough sleep, how high-functioning anxiety creates invisible exhaustion, the deeper cost of never fully powering down, and 7 powerful shifts to help you finally wake up feeling like yourself again. If you're a high-achieving professional that's struggling with stress, anxiety, and overthinking, I created a free gift just for you. My stress-free success guide gives you 5 simple science-backed strategies to calm your mind, reduce your stress, and regain control of your emotions so you can focus on what truly matters. These are practical, fast-acting techniques that fit seamlessly into your life and help you stay productive without suffering from mental and emotional roadblocks. Click the link in the description to grab your copy and start taking control of your mental and emotional health today. This video isn't to get you to sleep more. It's to change your body's relationship to rest so it stops bracing and actually starts recovering. Because when your system learns to feel safe again, that's when you finally can feel rested again. When you're always tired, it doesn't just impact your energy levels. It reshapes how you show up in your life. You become a muted version of yourself. You hold back. You hesitate. You feel like you're barely keeping up. Work feels like a mountain you're climbing with no breaks. Socializing feels like a chore instead of something joyful. Even relaxing can feel hard because your body doesn't know what to do with the stillness. You stop dreaming big because even the idea of pursuing something meaningful sounds like too much. You stop initiating plans with friends. You delay hard conversations with your significant other. You say, I just need to get through this week, but that never ends. You're constantly conserving energy, calculating effort, choosing the easiest option, not because you want to, but because anything more feels impossible. And the worst part is you start to think this is now just who you are, that you've somehow lost your spark, your drive, and your clarity. You'll question your ambition, you'll doubt your follow-through, you'll stop saying yes to the things that you used to love because you're afraid you won't have enough energy to enjoy them. Eventually, your world starts shrinking. You opt out. You play small, and it's not because you lack desire, but it's because you're too drained to carry it out. And all the while, you blame yourself for it. But this isn't your fault. It's not because you're doing life wrong. It's because your system has never truly come out of survival mode long enough to restore itself. I worked with a software developer named Priya, brilliant, detail-oriented, always hitting her deadlines, but she was always exhausted. She tried the typical fixes like sleep tracking apps, supplements, morning routines, and nothing changed. But when we looked deeper, we realized that her body never came out of work mode. Even when she was technically off the clock, she was mentally rehearsing tasks, worrying about code reviews, double checking emails. So we focused on restoring safety to her nervous system. We built in transitions between work and rest. Practice small, restorative habits that didn't feel like pressure. And week by week, her fatigue started lifting. Rest isn't just about the amount of time you sleep. It's whether or not your system believes it's safe to let go. Most advice will tell you, get more sleep. Use blue light blockers, meditate. And sure, those things can help, but they don't work if your body is still stuck in a threat response. You're tired because your system has been carrying too much for too long. It's been on guard, hypervigilant, always scanning. And no amount of melatonin will fix that. To really feel rested, you need to change your baseline. You need to teach your system what it feels like to let go of tension. Not just once, but over and over again until it becomes the new normal. The mistake people make is they try to hack their way into sleep without ever addressing the root cause, a body that doesn't feel safe at rest. So what happens? They meditate while still clenching their jaw. They do yoga, but never truly let go. They take supplements, but still stay mentally braced. You can't soothe the system that doesn't believe safety is possible. And that's where the deeper work comes in. Not adding another tactic, but removing the invisible pressure you've been carrying. That's why people end up frustrated, because they try the surface level solutions on a deep-rooted issue. You'll download the sleep app, you'll do the breathing exercise, but it just doesn't stick, because your body doesn't believe it's okay to relax. If rest has become unfamiliar, even a small pause can feel uncomfortable. So instead of winding down, your brain just finds another thing to fix, another task to tweak, and another reason to stay alert. And sometimes you trick yourself into thinking you're relaxing, but under the surface, you're still on, still vigilant, still holding tension in your chest, shoulders, or jaw. The real solution isn't another tool, it's learning how to shift your internal state, to build real trust with your nervous system. Because when your body finally believes it's safe to rest, that's when things begin to change. These next 6 shifts will help you do just that. Number 1, create a consistent wind down cue. Your brain needs signals to shut down, not just it's bedtime, but we're safe now. Pick a single action every night, whether it's light stretching, dimming the lights, putting your phone in another room. Repeat it every night. Over time, this cue becomes a safety anchor, one that your system learns to recognize as a transition from survival mode to restoration. It may seem simple, but this predictability is how you retrain your brain to slow down. Number 2, break the productivity survival link. If your body thinks productivity equals safety, you'll never feel relaxed. Even lying in bed, you feel like you're failing because you're not doing enough. Start by catching the guilt that arises when you rest. Challenge it. Ask where it came from. Who taught you that rest makes you lazy? And then reframe. Rest is the fuel that makes meaningful work possible, not the enemy of it. Number 3, use movement to burn residual stress. Tension doesn't magically disappear when the day ends. Your body holds it in your shoulders, your jaw, your back. So use light movement to release it, not to burn calories, but to let your system unwind. This could be a walk after dinner, a gentle yoga flow, or just rolling out your neck and back. Let movement become the bridge between pressure and peace. Number 4, build micro rest into your day. Most people wait until they're completely drained before they rest. But that's like waiting until your car is on empty before you think about gas. Start building tiny recovery moments throughout the day. 2 minutes between meetings. 1 deep breath between emails. These micro breaks accumulate and tell your nervous system you don't have to stay on guard all the time. Number 5, practice noticing safety. Your brain is a threat detector. It's wired to look for what's wrong. But if you want to feel rested, you have to retrain it to notice what's okay. The softness of your blanket, the silence of your room, the rhythm of your breath. These are signals of calm that your system usually ignores. But when you start to pay attention to them, you reinforce the message of we're safe now. We can let go. Number 6, disconnect to decompress. Even if you stop working, your brain still might be on. Slack, social media, news, these all keep your nervous system stimulated. Pick a shutdown time for screens. Make it a ritual. This isn't about being anti-tech. It's about giving your brain a chance to stop problem solving. Downtime needs to be downtime, not just less intense input. If you're always tired, it doesn't mean that you need more sleep. It means that your system needs less threat. Your nervous system has been working overtime, and until you teach it how to relax, no amount of sleep will feel like enough. But change is possible, and with the right cues, rhythms, and boundaries, you can finally rebuild the energy that lasts, not just to survive the day, but to feel alive in it. If you enjoyed this video, click like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.